Welcome to self-discoverywisdom.com, formerly known as Self-Discovery Media. On these podcasts, you're going to hear people who speak from the heart. They've taken the journey in life. Many things have happened to them, but they've changed it to happening for them. And in their strength, their courage, they've discovered their abilities and their wisdom, and they are now sharing it here with you. Do enjoy each show. We bring it to you with love and knowing that it's going to help you on your journey of life. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Sara's View of Life right here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. Are you tired? Are you just too darn tired? Tired of what's going on in the world? You know that feeling you rarely admit. You're just plain tired. Tired of the world noise, the heaviness, the personal struggles, they're not sleeping, they're getting through, they're putting up with. But is that just tiredness? Sometimes there's wisdom in that. Let's talk about how to honor our weariness without losing our light. I think many of us are feeling it, the weight of the world, the noise, the injustice, the uncertainty. I know I am. It's exhausting. Add to that a night of poor sleep or ongoing health challenges, and you can feel almost impossible to hold on to your joy, your spark, your sense of purpose. But I do. But I have those days that's too darn tired. But here's the truth. We must always find ways to nurture our energy, even when it's low. Not by pretending everything is fine, but by honoring our fatigue, slowing down, and finding ways to refill the well. Sometimes by simply admitting, I'm tired. It can be the most courageous thing we do. No apology, no explanation, just a statement. I'm going to speak from the heart about the collective weariness so many of us are carrying. How can we find light in the middle of it? Is it okay to rest? It's okay not to be okay? But it's also vital that we keep feeding the soul the moments of beauty, laughter, and hope, because that is our rejuvenation. That is what will lift us up. Yes, we need the rest. Yes, we need to switch off. Yes, we need to say no. But once we've recharged, just even a little bit, feeding the beauty with soul moments of laughter and hope and love will rejuvenate the rest. So if you are feeling worn thin, especially physically, spiritually, you're not alone. The world has been asking a lot of us. And while we may not have control over the chaos, we do have the power to choose how we care for ourselves in it. Rest is not laziness. Pausing isn't a failure. It's part of the rhythm of being a human. Take that nap. I know, I just did. I was going to do this show a couple of hours ago and I simply couldn't. Had to go and lay my head down. Next thing I know, 2 hours had passed. It's what my body and my well-beingness needed. I've honored it and I feel better for it. Say no to what drains you. You know that there's people and things out there that just say no to. It's okay. It's okay to say no to it. Not at this time. Just say no. And say yes to something small that nourishes you. The world will keep spinning, but your soul needs tending to. Remember, the light doesn't disappear when we're tired. It just awaits us patiently for us to turn it around again. Fatigue comes in so many ways. There is the actual physical tiredness, the tiredness of body, the tiredness of mind. There's also the fatigue where we feel everything is an uphill battle. Am I going to get up there? Am I going to make it happen? And that is so important for us to pay attention to what that fatigue is, because it also could be we're carrying something that we shouldn't be carrying. And maybe we need to stop and look at it and go, well, what is it? What is this heaviness that I carry? What is this something that keeps weighing me down or pushing me back or making me feel like I'm crawling through molasses? And that pause sometime when we, oh, I'm too busy in the day. I can't possibly do it. I've just got to push through, push through, push through. No, pause. I'm not asking you to pull the plug on everything. I'm asking you to pause, to say no to something, and just say, I have to take this time out, this break. And in that time out, have a look at it. Am I physically tired? No, I know in my case, it's very much the case because it's part of my condition. Fatigue is number one because I never rejuvenate my batteries fully, no matter how much I sleep. If I'm lucky to get some sleep, it just doesn't happen as part of the condition. Fibromyalgia, if you're wondering. The number one thing with fibromyalgia, outside of the pain, and the pain is another thing, which can be tiring, is the fact we do not recharge our batteries and we're always running on empty. But there is then obviously the fatigue of worry and anxiety. Am I feeling secure? Am I feeling that I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring? Am I feeling that I don't know if I'm going to have a job? Is there going to be an income coming in? Will I be able to sustain my home? Will I be able to sustain my family? All of those type of things in this uncertain world will come in. Now, the answer to that particular one is wherever you can save, that old proverbial rainy day, wherever you can save and start minimizing your expenses, start putting stuff aside and probably start cutting things out just to be on the safe side that you have a cushion should you need it. It will give you some peace of mind. Then you've also got the fatigue of, as I said, what's going on in the world, the news, the media. We do need to take a break from that. Every single moment, there is something going on with these world leaders that is causing havoc and distress, pain, anxiety, and suffering. But we cannot do anything at all if we are depleted. Six, the old oxygenate yourself first. Look after yourself first. And I know that we're all particularly tired over the fact that we are feeling like this because of what's going on. There is a war on our senses. There is a war on our consciousness. There is a war on our well-beingness. And we need to fight that as much as we can to maintain that the best we can. So minimize what you follow. I'm always asking people to be, please, proactive, whether it's just supporting the supporters, the people that are out there making the difference, or whether it's actually out there doing something yourself, or whatever the case is. Please, please do that. But if you're getting weary and worn down, take a break from it, or find something else to do that is perhaps going to be a little less wearying right now, because maybe you have other things on your plate. Friends can be draining. If friends are going through something, you want to be there for them, friends and family. You want to be there the best you can, but you've got your own shoot going on. So it's how can you be there for them at the same time of being there for yourself? It's all about finding that balance and telling friends and family, look, at the present moment, I'm feeling absolutely drained. I will do what I can. And of course, in a dire emergency, we will find the energy. That's the adrenaline rush. Dire emergency, we will find a way to be there. But on a daily basis, how do we protect ourselves and say to our loved ones, I'm terribly sorry, I just cannot at this moment. As soon as I'm rejuvenated, I'll be able to do something. Work. It's okay for you to speak to your boss or to your colleagues and just say, I'm flattened at the moment. You're not going to get the best out of me. If I cannot take a few wellness days, please give me work that is minimalistic in the approach that I can take to it, because I haven't got a lot to give right now. Any good boss or good company would recognize burnout and say, go and take time out. Take 2 days off. And in that 2 days, it's not about you going skydiving or this and that. It's about you rejuvenating yourself or taking that rest. It's not about us abusing that because you want to go to a concert. No, it's about really honest to God, listening to your mind, your heart, your body, your soul, your spirit, and resting to rejuvenate. So whoever is or whatever is draining you, that's making you so goddamn tired, is pay attention to it. Because if you don't, you will pay a bigger price. If you don't, it will come back to bite you. If you don't, you will be further drained and then flattened in a physical way that is so much harder to get up. We cannot take on what there is to take on when we are depleted, when we're drained, when we're exhausted, when we just can't take on anything more. We can't do it. So please take that time. Maybe you need to curl up with a good book and switch off from the rest of the world. Maybe you just need to watch some mindless TV and switch off. You're not in for the conversation. Just get takeout, delivery, DoorDash, whatever it is. Or maybe, cooking your own nourishing food in your own time period, not because you're going to be rushing out the door to a meeting or to something, and just nourishing yourself. But whatever it is that nourishes you, please take the time. There is no way 2 hours ago I could have done this show. I was literally drained. I had an atrocious night's sleep. I've had a few bad nights' sleep. I had something that caused an upset. And although I had the beautiful Barbara Ann photographer take some wonderful headshots of me today, which you will all be seeing in the future, and that was a bit more nerve-wracking for me than doing interviews for people from around the world. But she captured me. I felt me in every picture, and I will have some pictures to share out with you in the next couple of weeks once she's processed them. But things catch up with us, and we don't realize that sometimes, I can handle that. Let's say I can handle that. And then we realize, not without a good night's rest, not without just taking time out and chilling out. That's when we can cope with things. So whatever it is, find a way. I've had my little afternoon nap. I've got my sheets and bedding in the wash right now because I had intended to change it today. There was something I needed to address because it's going to topsy-turvy my world, and I can't because I'm West Coast and I need to talk to East Coast, and they've all gone home for the day. My tires are having a problem, and so I have to take them in tomorrow. What you bet, it will be an expense on top of expenses. And then I have 2 days of looking after grandchildren, or 3. So, I've got an awful lot on my plate right now. Sight playing up, this playing up, that, doing that, this, that, etc. But if I hadn't taken that rest, and if I don't take the rest of the day just to chill out and rest up, I'll be no good for anything tomorrow. So, when you are tired emotionally, physically, spiritually, environmentally, it's in your body, it's in everything. You feel the weight. Take the time out, please. Take the time out. Because if you don't, time will take you out. So next week, I'll be actually talking about my experience of having that photograph done, and I'll be able to share them. And I'm always talking about just capturing the essence and being the essence of who we are. And here on these shows, these ones I do on my own and the ones I do with all my interviews, you get Sara, 100% Sara. But I've not been able to capture that in a photograph for a while. And now, because she's a pro and because she knows how to bring it out in you, from 152 photographs, we took it down to 10. And I can honestly say, that's me. I feel me. It's not just a good photograph. I feel me in that picture. So that's next week's show. And this week, short out all the shit. Get some rest and rejuvenate. And admit when you're darn tired and you just got to chill out. So until next time, folks, honor yourself, please. Honor yourself. Whatever you need to do for you right now to rejuvenate you, to nourish you, to hug you, to love you, please do. Because we need you to be the best you can be for you and for all whom you serve. Bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed the show. There are so many more for you here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. Just go to the podcast tag at the top there and you will see all the many genres and all 3,000 shows ready for your listening. We are here to serve you, to help you on your journey of life, and we know that through inspiration it begets invitation. We are supported by you, the listeners, and those that we interview. Anything that you can spare us in donation would be greatly accepted, and we do hope that you enjoy the next show.